So here we go.
Again.
Gone Home. Shut up, Shane.
To
this
recap,
is the first time that we've done this.
To
breaking the illusion.
To recap, Ricky just told us about the shit that he made.
Oh, don't worry.
I was going to leave that
Felt
out.
like a pine cone coming out of his asshole.
It hurt.
I'm going to fill that. I'm going to throw that in here.
I think you should keep it in there.
Mm.
Ricky shot a pine cone. Okay.
That's what it felt like.
So Gone Home. So what is this business? What is this game?
Well, I'll explain it to you a third time.
You mean the first time?
So
walk using left stick, look around.
Oh, they even drew a controller.
That's actually
for
pretty
me.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
We're using the Xbox 360 controller with a laptop, a mid-grade, year and a half old laptop, you said?
2.5.
Damn. Okay, so settings are not going to be top-notch, but we don't need that. It's you walking around the house.
Yeah.
So, anyway. So what's the point of this game? What's happening here?
Well, it's just a constant load screen. It goes on for 3 hours. First off, here's a voiceover.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th.
You don't say.
But it's
All
a
right.
really late flight because that was the
This
cheapest,
explains
so
it better
should
than
be
I
midnight.
can.
Let's see.
But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport. So
I don't want to listen to this girl, though. I want to listen to you. That's why you're here.
No, I'm not going to talk.
so-
I'm just going to play, and then you guys are going to comment.
See, this guy is from the brainier type of gamer.
Yeah.
No Mountain Dew 360 no scopes for this guy.
What?
He writes smart papers about smart video games. Would you say this is a smart video game?
Yes. Definitely.
Why is that?
Okay, so, well, first off, we should probably get a little bit into it before oh shit, your controller's all shitty here. All right.
Yeah.
What's
God
shitty
damn
about it?
Well, you've got this little frayed button.
Okay, so my ex-roommate's dog ate part of the thumbstick rubber.
Thanks, Eden.
Yeah. She
Jerk.
said she was going to replace it and never did.
Okay, obviously I've
Wow.
played this before, so that sort of like, tarnishes the experience, but okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So as you can see here, her little sister, Sam, says down there at the bottom, Sam, has left this note for Katie. That is who you're playing. And Katie has just come home from a year of travel abroad. She was studying / seeing the world, that kind of thing.
Studying duck butt.
Yeah, I'm going to throw this duck. Like
Hey,
I
there
did,
was a key under
like
that
I did
duck.
last time.
Oh, shit.
There's a house
I didn't
key.
notice that.
Yeah, well, that's how you get in.
As I pointed out
So-
before, it looks like a murderer would leave this note.
So as
Yeah.
you see here, it says, don't go searching through the house.
Not just
right?
mom and dad. Nobody should go search for
So
her.
just out of curiosity, like when you see a note like this, what do you think first thing?
That's what Rick said. Is
Someone killed.
it's a diversion.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't want to.
Yeah. Don't look through the house. This
Especially
is kinda-
the crossed out mom and dad and then anyone all scribbled there. No police, don't look, nobody
so-
call the cops.
So
We're cool.
I'm kind of interested in preserving an air of mystery. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of allow the story to unfold as I explain sort of what I think about this. First off, I mean, as you can tell, the mechanics are very, very simple.
Yeah.
You just go through things. You look at notes. And you start to piece together there's narrative. So it's very important that this is placed in 1995, I think.
Okay.
Because if it were placed in, say, 2013, or I think this was actually released in 2012, but say it was released in 2012, it would be rather implausible that you'd have all of
Dear
this
Katie,
stuff
so
left
much has
over in the
changed.
house.
Cell
Right.
phones
Even
and
just
stuff.
since
Yeah,
you
'cause-
moved away.
Yeah, you'd have all of your stuff
We moved
stored
into
on a
this
digital
house.
device.
I'm in a
So
new
it's doing
school,
some stuff with media here.
and my big sister been gone for years.
So,
to make
or
it easier.
everyone has a cell phone, smartphone. You could just be like, text, "Hey, mom, where the
But
fuck
I'm
are
not
you?"
gonna let it phase
Wait,
me.
she's not here. No
I
one's
used to tell
answering.
you everything.
Now
even
I'm
if
worried.
I can't do it in person because
that your
you're off
family?
gallivanting around who knows where.
So
Tell
your
it
your
to
main
Mr.
character is unfamiliar with
Just
this
like I
house.
was
Your
talking
family has moved in here less than a year before.
Okay.
So what you want to do is really just kind of go around and gradually turn some of the lights back on in the house. I don't
Okay.
actually know where the hell the light switch is. Fuck.
Some expert.
It's
you are.
somewhere. It's. Yeah, I know. Fuck.
Wow.
Where are
Can you
light
unplug that
switch?
thing? What?
Well, here, I'm just going to turn this
Oh,
lamp
there you
on. And
go.
maybe
That
that'll.
works.
Oh, okay. So the front spot is really just illuminated by lamps.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Get that lamp. Ooh, another note. Total weirdo. Who's Daniel? Oh no. Oh, ooh.
Notice the different
Old
handwritings.
neighborhood. He wants to come see the new house.
They put some work into the handwriting. So I mean, we could do some good narrating here.
Interesting.
Sam.
Interesting. That's pretty similar handwriting to the little sister note on the front door.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh wait, well, I'm down to narrate.
Oh yeah. So you can actually So this is sort of okay. I think that this would qualify as a walking simulator, but don't quote me on that.
So it's like DayZ. I get it.
Well, but yeah, it's like DayZ. You go around, you murder.
No, you just walk around to different tree stands trying to get scopes.
Yeah, but in this case, it's completely narrative based, right? So you go around and you see things like this.
That's great. 17-year-old dog. So look at that handwriting's different than the other stuff.
All right.
You find little things stuffed into half-seen crevices, and
So what is that picture? Is that the family there? That's what I want to know.
that is the family. Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll go ahead and look at them.
Which one is you?
I am the one at the top here, so I'm the
You're
older
pretty.
sister. Yeah.
Pretty lady.
Yeah, are you
I'm a pretty
single, Shay?
I am. And as you can see, the
God,
father
Mama has some strong.
The father looks exactly like Elliot Gould.
Who's Elliot Gould?
He's,
Elliot Gould.
fuck, what does he do?
He's a comedian. He's a comedian actor. He was in the original MASH film.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm making 1970s references. So anyway, so as you pick up these little pieces of ephemera just kind of littered around the house, what happens is the story starts to unfold a little bit more. You start to pick up on what did the little sister go through?
Okay.
Obviously, you know, she's feeling like she's in an alien environment. You know, at first she's
oh my God.
very excited.
You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house.
So is that like a syllabus you picked
So,
up?
it's the first day of school.
I think it was like a
There I am,
welcome, like a
introducing
checklist
myself to
that she,
class.
yeah.
And
Oh,
I
I
say that I
see.
just moved into the house on Arbor Hill.
This is a
All of sudden,
fat
every
house.
kid in
Yep.
the room
This house
turns
is
and just
gigantic.
Stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant.
Like this guy
Just
must be
stood
like
there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because
some kind of
now maybe
financial
nobody knows my
business.
name.
Now this is
They
the kind
all know
of
who I am.
this is the kind of stuff I like
psycho
about
house
this.
girl.
So when you go through, you can see, okay, so what's this? Okay, so why is there this like half-written review of an audio device?
Oh, so
like why is that there? You start to search through a little bit more, and you discover some stuff about like the father, right?
right. He's kind of nerdy looking, and obviously maybe he's a tech reviewer.
Yeah. Okay, so
potential.
we would get that. We would get that he's reviewing technology, but then you get this.
Whoa.
Ooh, grassy knoll, am I right?
Okay.
Okay, so
And
it's
then
like a
so you just
Can you dig through the trash
throw
can?
books around?
you can throw books around. You can actually just destroy the place.
Just wreck the place.
Yeah, just
House
wreck the
wreck
place.
simulator. So this is a.
So just like little maintenance notes and things, and it's like, oh, what? This isn't very interesting so far, is it? Well, fuck you, it is. So, what I love about this, so there's a kind of a literary tradition called, it's called like so absent presence. The idea of building characters based on what's left behind in a house,
Right.
rather than their physical presence.
Okay.
So, like think if you ever read like a Virginia Woolf novel or something, she did this in To the Lighthouse, which was really interesting.
Okay.
I only read Tom Clancy stuff.
Right. I love this right here. So he gets this whole, so I'll read this out loud. So, Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear more about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. So this is a very kind of catty note.
right. Yeah, totally.
And his boss is obviously pretty pissed off at him. And if you look here, you'll see it has a little number on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've obviously played this before, so it kind of tarnishes the mystery.
For some reason,
suspense of this
I
whole
have a
thing.
feeling that something terrible happened to this family.
Well, you see, that's what I want to preserve.
Oh, and then that's the code for. See, this is a lot like, say, shareware games when I was a kid, where you would like walk around and find clues. And, like Hugo's House of Horrors is one that comes to mind that I remember, and that game was fucking hard. If you watch videos of people, I never beat it, and I can see why, because I've watched videos, and even as an adult, I would never fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, you have to, like, throw a rock at a guy, so you could run past him before he kills you. But when you get through the door, he doesn't follow you. You know what I mean? Like,
So, what this is here is it's a will and testament written by the former tenant of the mansion that we're exploring, who died. And this is his will and testament, and it's saying that he bequeaths, all of this whole mansion. He doesn't have any debts or anything, so he's bequeathing the whole thing to his nearest relative, which is your father, Terrence Greenbrier.
what a stupid name.
What a stupid name. Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Terrence.
So, I mean, as you can see, every room is essentially haunted in some way.
What do you mean?
I mean, it feels haunted by their absence. Like everything is sort of left furnished.
That's
You can
true.
look
The
around.
TV's on.
The TV's on. It's like why you're left to wonder why is it that why is there a constant severe weather warning playing over and over and over again?
A little fort, dude. I want to make a fort.
Right.
I haven't made a fort in years. A haunted and poltergeist book. I see.
There was something missing from the console. Like there was there's like a device missing there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's the VHS.
Yeah, and look, a little VHS. I love the little details here.
Yeah.
Just the fact that there's all of this. They really stay consistent with the '90s technology in this.
Yeah.
And it sort of gives you some. This is adorable. Okay, so this is her little sister's little story that she wrote.
She writes better than I do.
Yeah, I know she does. I've read what you've written.
And talks better.
You're
and,
terrible.
And looks better.
I'm talking about my
He's
handwriting,
a better
not my
friend
ideas.
And
Right.
is a smarter guy.
But your ideas are terrible. Too.
And,
They are terrible.
Okay, so it's that book that Dad wrote. So
Doesn't
now
sound
this
bad.
is how you find out that Terrence Greenbrier is actually a novelist.
Oh, as well as a.
And this is great though. I
Reviewer.
love his little conspiracy theory science fictions that he writes about the president. And he wrote a whole bunch of sequels, and you'll come across those as well.
Yeah. Terry. Ew. What a stupid name.
Can you play that tape?
You actually can, and it's actually music from the '90s. I think it's. Let me see.
Is it Everclear?
I
Yes.
wish.
No, I think it's like this.
Come
like
on, Harvey Danger.
It's this sort of like girl group punk music.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I don't even know if we can hear it. Let me take. Yeah, you can. You can. I had to take my headphones off for a second to actually hear it. Ah, what is this?
That's a loud little tiny tape recorder.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds good.
So, yeah, okay. So I'm going to read this out loud because this is actually a pretty interesting thing. So you can see what Sam is going through just based on what you see written here. So imagine if like you're writing notes back and forth in class to one another.
Right.
So, hey, are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back. Let me see. It's crumpled. I'm at the back behind you.
Wave if you get this.
Wave
and-
if you get this and write back.
Yeah.
Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha, and yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I do not have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? No. No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family?
Oh, snap.
It's a mean thing to say. You
Yeah.
dick.
Yeah.
I got one of those circly question answer thingies.
Yeah.
I had a girl ask me out in elementary school like that with like a. She had really good handwriting, like
Right.
said yes or no, and I just like scratched no, like no, I don't want to go out with you.
You
Although I had a crush on her though, she was like one of my biggest crushes.
See, that's one thing that young men definitely are not equipped to to deal with their crushes.
No.
I can't tell you just how rude I was to crushes of mine when I was
Really?
growing up.
What did you do?
Because I was super nervous and awkward, and so I would just come across as the biggest dick.
Yeah.
Well, just
You don't know how to let
do
out that
things-
energy.
Do things like Rick just talked about.
Well, no. I said no to her though.
Yeah.
Like she would do things. Now that I look back, they're cute. Now she would constantly like knock her pencils over. I sat behind her, and then I would pick them up and give it to her.
I remember one time when I was in elementary school, we went to King Skate Country.
Oh,
And this girl comes up to me and asks me to skate with her. And I said, no. And she said, why? And I was like, shut up. I was like in the first grade.
Smooth, bro.
It was your first year out of
Yeah,
college.
and she is my first year. Yeah, yeah. This actually happened last year.
Right. Too good.
So I guess so what this is saying is that Sam had Danny, her old friend from her old house that she lived in, over, and they played games together. And so
Ooh.
You
this,
live in one place your whole life.
and she's
kind
just
of-
saying in this
Neighbors
journal
feel
here,
like
you know, it's like
your default
when you
friend.
live in the neighborhood, that's
And
your
Danny
default
only
friend
knows
is your
one
neighbor,
friend.
and then you expand your world outward, and you
Some of them
realize
live,
that
they get
you're just sort of
excuses,
forced
like
to be friends with that
not to see
person,
him anymore.
which is a sad thing to say
But he
because
did
it's
always
kind
have
of
the
mean.
Nintendo game.
It's almost like there's this like
Maybe I'll give him a
generation of
call.
bullying, right?
Right.
Yeah, that is a kind of bullying to treat him as though he is like a weird person when it's becoming very, very clear that in her own school situation she's being treated in this way as well.
Yeah.
So this is just a note telling Sam and Katie's dad that the publishing house that was publishing his books will no longer do it because they're just not selling.
So what is that book? Is it, ooh.
Oh, I love this right here. So the assignment here is asking Sam Greenbrier to to choose A or B and to rearrange each little sentence here in the right order to create the story of like the either the menstrual cycle or
Oh boy.
so reproduction. And instead, what she does is she tells this like really lengthy narrative about how this woman meets this man, and then her ovaries like she starts menstruating, and then she wants his
Seamy.
sperm to meet her egg, and then he goes off to war and dies.
Wow.
And it just says "see me," and I think that's interesting because I don't know about you guys, but did you ever feel when you were in elementary school that you wanted to do something creative and then you were just sort of told you can't?
No.
No.
I would say that you have been, Chris, because we did a project together in high school at one point in time when you drew God.
Well, you said elementary school.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, she's in high school. Sorry, my bad. Okay.
Gotcha.
Damn it.
I win.
No, but in high school, you've had that before. Remember when we did the project on Protestantism because we had
Yes.
to choose a religion?
Yes, I do.
And Chris ended up drawing God, and God was a ninja. Botsford did not like that.
he was fine with it. Whatever. He can shut up.
Play some vinyl. As you can see, so if we were to look at this room, we'd have to like think, there's some sort of generational stuff going on here with different media. We were talking about vinyl earlier today. Obviously, that's making a comeback, but still, it's like
Maybe it isn't obvious for you, but yes, it is, people. Read your media news.
fuck you.
But anyway, as you were saying,
Well, I mean, this game is doing a lot of stuff with media, and it's kind of a.
What was that about?
It's kind of a
Whatever you found, what?
Please, whatever you found, don't tell mom and dad the attic.
Oh, so you got to go to the attic.
so the attic is writing letters to you.
Yeah, and you can't get into every door just yet. You have to go through and start searching.
Okay.